When we talk about pirates, we focus on those who held high regards on the seas, showed massive aggression, and stoked in the agony of others. But what of those who made wealth beyond their belief, and developed a utopia for pirates that to this day lays in question of its existence? Referred to as a wicked and ill-disposed person by King William III, this is the story of Thomas Tew. Thomas's early years are unknown, and very little is documented about his status. Some say he was born in New England, while others claim made for New Hampshire, England before immigrating to the American colonies as a child alongside his family, and at one point living in Newport, Rhode Island, which reportedly had family there dating back to 1640. In 1691, Tew moved to Bermuda, where at this time he was considered a pirate. However, his stature wasn't well known, and his reign in pirating covered the capture of a few French and Spanish ships with little to no cargo. He did hold a close relation to fellow pirate Richard Want. In 1692, Thomas Tew would obtain a letter of marque from the governor of Bermuda and would be provided a 70-ton sloop called Amity, armed with 8 guns and crew by 46 officers and men. At this time, Tew would receive a privateer commission to destroy a French factory in Garou in Gambia. Thomas would sail along fellow buccaneer, privateer, and pirate George Dew, who sailed with a sloop referred to as the Amy. However, both would separate in a storm and Dew's ship took massive damage. Dew's ship and crew would limp their way to Saldanha Bay in South Africa, where he was arrested by the Dutch. Not long after this, Tew announced his piracy intentions and received the support of his crew, as the venture they were on did not merit the compensation promised by the Lieutenant Governor of Bermuda. After reaching the Red Sea, they managed to take down a large ganja dough, which is traditionally a large Indian trading vessel which was slated to make port to the Ottoman Empire. Once the attack started, the Dough's crew surrendered without incident or resistance and inflicted no casualties. The Dough, being intended for the Ottomans, saw a massive amount of treasure on board, equaling about 100,000 British pounds in gold and silver alone. This was not counting the value of ivory, spices, silks, and gemstones taken. Tew provided his men anywhere from 1,000 to 3,000 English pounds each and took 8,000 English pounds for himself. He was later discovered that the ganja dough was a part of a convoy, and Tew wanted to continue the assault on the Indian convoy. However, Tew's quartermaster opposed this, and Tew yielded to his request and made a sail to Madagascar. Now, the following is based off of Captain Johnson's A General History of Pirates. According to the book, Tew would at the same time develop a mini-settlement referred to as Libertalia, a pirate utopia. However, scholars have questioned the existence of Libertalia for quite some time. Tew was reportedly appointed admiral and the Secretary of State suitable for his small empire. As time passed, there were a few men who had left Libertalia to start their own colony. Tew gave chase to bring these men home, and as they argued about the decisions, Tew's ship was bombarded by a sudden and fierce storm. Tew and a small handful of men were rescued by the Republican-run ship called the Bijou. Tew and his crew narrowly escaped slaughter by the crew and realized that the seas were becoming less hospitable towards pirates, and that a decision was to be made to protect himself and potential future family. Tew would take this share of treasure from the highly successful mission and make his way to America and settle down in Rhode Island. There, he reportedly had 2 daughters and was living a life as a wealthy man. He even kept his promise to his friends in Bermuda and sent them 14 times the original cost for his sloop the Amity, a man of his word. However, the seas would once again call out the Tew, and would head out for another venture looking to duplicate his first pirate capture upon the Red Sea. The crew of Amity was in place in September of 1695. Tew would arrive at the Red Sea and discover a 25-ship Mongol convoy approaching the Mandab Strait. The convoy managed to slip by the pirates during the night. However, Tew and his fellow pirates would pursue. They attacked the Mongol ship believed to be the Fateh Muhammad. Unfortunately, this time the battle would see Tew's final moments, as a cannon shot would disembowel Tew, leaving him holding his insides in one hand and dropping to the floor dead. This struck terror in his crew, and would surrender and gave themselves up to be taken without further resistance. However, the crew would be released shortly after as fellow pirate Henry Avery captured the Fatah Muhammad and the entire convoy, banking him a grand total of 325,000 to 600,000 British pounds. Tew's sloop the Amity would be sailed to Baldred's settlement and be refitted and renamed the Charming Mary, captained by Richard Glover. Following his death, King William III commissioned William Kidd to hunt down both John Ireland and Thomas Tew, identifying him as a wicked and ill-disposed person. However, Tew was deceased during this time, and thus the commission was no longer needed. Tew was considered a modest pirate who only had 2 sails under his belt, his first being the most successful and profitable for himself and crew. But the biggest achievement is still uncertain, as being the man who created a mysterious and some believe fictional kingdom known as Libertalia on the east coast of Madagascar. Even though he was not a ruthless man, Tew had his opportunities and tried to become a good man, giving his family a happy and comfortable living in Rhode Island. To this day, his empire may not have been real, but he laid claims to having one of the most successful hauls in this short pirate stint. Thank you all for watching. I do ask, if you enjoyed, please leave a like and hit the sub button to help the channel out, and ding that bell to know when content gets uploaded. If you have any other pirates you would like me to cover, please leave in the comment section below, and as always, make sure to heal. Please heal.